We're gonna cover habit number two. So this is something I don't share a lot. Sometimes I have crazy dreams, and I'm not a dream interpreter, so I don't know how to address this, and I don't know if I should ask any natives on TikTok or social media in general, because dreams are kind of special and sacred to natives, and some of them aren't willing to share that part of the culture. And though I am reconnecting, and some of my dreams have had some catastrophe fucking results, I'll give you guys a story after this. Um, I kind of don't know how to approach it, because I don't know who I should talk to or who I should ask. I mean, there's a lot of natives on TikTok, but since that's gonna go into the other video, I'll talk about that later. But the day's dream. If you don't know, you're gonna know now. I am dreadfully afraid of horses, like life threatening afraid of horses. I am very, very scared of horses. I am so scared of horses that it's not even funny. I'm also traumatized by an event that happened with me and a horse and a child, where the horse bit this finger and this finger because some idiot in my family thought it would be a good idea for me to feed the horse. But what that idiot didn't teach me was how to feed the horse. So when I did like this, the horse bit me and it picked me up off the ground. And I screamed like a little girl and it dropped me. I guess it finished off the apple, but I still had my fingers. As you can see, they're very much alive and well and attached. My cousin, I had sugar cubes in this hand, so he put her in my mouth like that with the sugar cubes. Damn near choked me on them to shut me up so he wouldn't get in trouble because he didn't teach me how to feed the horse. He just told me I'm gonna feed the fucking horse. Now I can't remember if this cousin is younger than me or older than me because he was taller than me, and him and I um, once exploded a kitten with hot dogs and firecrackers, and the cat chewed it too fast or actually swallowed it, and it blew up. So I have been very, very, very nice to animals after that. So, that was like the one thing I regret in life. If I have any regrets, that's it right there. Because I listened to this idiot. We could put firecrackers in the hot dogs and they will explode before the cats get to them. Except for that one cat that it didn't explode on. And my Aunt Ophil, God rest her soul, she's probably watching that from heaven right now. Um, she couldn't find out what happened to the cat because she kept checking every animal on the farm like clockwork. If there was 13 cats, she knew there was 13 cats. I don't know how many cats there were. They all looked the fucking same. We had some outdoor cats, and we had those two Siamese cats that was indoor. And I peed in the bed a lot. And then we had a horse. I think they might have had a pig, but they had a fuck ton of cats and dogs. But mostly it was cats. And the cats and dogs ate human food. They never had like cat food. Even the Siamese cats had human food. They never ever went outside though, and it was kind of weird. But I mean, it is what it is. I don't know why the Siamese cats never went outside. They were just like those cats on 101 Dalmatian. At least I think that's the cartoon. They had the cats. One of them had the goddamn Siamese twin cats that was evil, and these cats gave you those same vibes. But anyway, um, in a dream, and it was on this bed today, and I had this thing in my head. So I'm not so sure if that has something to do with it because I was watching this lady do a live stream, and she had this cowboy just walking. I fell asleep. All right, so I'm in my room, I'm sleeping, and in this dream, this fucking horse. But in my dream, I wasn't even in my room. I was like in my mom's room, and this fucking horse walked into her room, and it made that little noise and scared me. So in the dream, I woke up and I saw the horse, and I was even more scared as shit, right? So then I woke up, and my fucking mom came in the room. I was like, yo, and she said something to me. I don't know what the fuck she said to me. I didn't really give a fuck because I'm still freaking out over this fact that there was a white horse in my dream, and I'm scared of horses. The horse didn't do anything to me. It just stared at me. And again, did I mention I was scared of horses? I mean, I am so fucking afraid of horses that you can't get me to get anywhere near one. And everybody's like, I've gotten this a lot because I'm mixed native, and there's like, well, Native Americans, y'all, you should be down with horses. I was like, not this one, buddy. I said, I'm fucking scared of horses. I was like, I'm afraid of horses. I got bit by a horse as a child. I don't want nothing to do with no fucking horses. Just keep them away from me. I don't care about horses. My ex-fiance, they had a farm. There's one horse that I liked. It's the only horse I've ever touched in my life after being bit by that horse. By the way, the horse bit me. His name was Charlie. The horse that I touched, his name was Frank. I don't know if Frank is still alive. I do not have any kind of communications with my ex-fiance anyway, so it doesn't matter. But Frank was the only horse that I touched. My fingers are tingling right now because I'm talking. It's like childhood trauma. I swear to God, these damn things are like. This one is tingling the most, but this motherfucker is not too far behind it. So we're gonna hurry up in this video. But yeah, it's like childhood trauma with this, like my middle finger and my thumb, man, and they just like they sting a little bit whenever I talk about horses. Whenever I see horses, these motherfuckers feel like they're on fire. So yeah, that's kind of a it's kind of a fucked up thing, and especially because in Love 13, I do involve black unicorns, not white unicorns, black unicorns. So I mean, I need to switch it up, and I'm really afraid of horses. And a unicorn, unfortunately, is still a fucking horse. It just has a fucking horn on that motherfucker that could probably gouge the shit out of your shit. Now we got that out the way. Now I'm gonna tell you the other dreams I had when I was really fucking a little younger. I think I was like maybe 34, between 32 and 34. So I was at my uncle's house because I was forced to live there because it's illegal to unalive a sibling and her baby and her baby daddy. So one night I was sleeping and I'm dreaming about this bar. I don't even go to bars, man, except strip clubs. I go to strip clubs all the time. But this wasn't a strip club. This was like some rusted out, busted up bar. So in the dream, I was three people at the same time. I was a black dude, a white dude, and a native dude. Now, the native dude came in last. The black dude and the white dude were already there, and they were drinking buddies. And they knew Kung Fu. The native came in and got in the perfect angle to watch the black dude and the white dude. Now, all of them looked like me. And this is where dreams will fuck you up. In dreams, at least when I dream, I can see everything. Not just through my eyes, but through other people's eyes that's in the dream. So most of the time, I spent in the eyes of the native. And I was drinking. And I think it was like brown liquor. I don't fuck with brown liquor. I'm only drinking vodka. I don't fuck with whiskey or any of that shit. Maybe some, like, wine, but not, like, hardcore Hennessy and all that shit. I don't fuck with none of that shit. I definitely don't fuck with moonshine. We've learned our lesson about that shit. Yeah, that's another story. We're not gonna go there. But we've learned our lesson in two different ways about moonshine. You know, I think I'll make that a bonus video. So, somehow these two fuckers got to fighting. Black guy and the white guy got to fighting. And they both knew Tiger Claw. So, Tiger. Alright? So, they're mad as fuck. And they're fighting with Tiger Kung Fu. And the native is just like this. Just drinking, right? And those guys are going at it. They're fucking the bar all up, right? And so the white guy goes to claw scratch the black guy. The black guy grabs it and twists it around on the white guy. And I woke the fuck up. And the white guy got scratched by his own hand and tiger claw. And when I woke up, and I have no nails, I didn't have nails then either, scratched the fuck out myself. I had to put alcohol on that shit for about like 3 weeks because it just was fucked up. And I was like, okay. So then I went to a person at work who does some kind of dream stuff. I guess I'll ask her Wednesday. I asked her about it. She says, so because you're mixed, you're probably having a war within yourself. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? She said, you're native, you're black, and you're white. What color were the people in the dreams? Native, black, and white. She's like, what were they doing? They were doing Kung Fu. She's like, which ones were doing the Kung Fu? I said, well, it wasn't the native because he was drinking. I said, and the black guy and the white guy, they started off drinking. And then they got to fighting. For some unknown reason. I don't remember what the conversation was, but I know they got to fighting. And she said, well, what was the native doing when they was fighting? Giggling and drinking. She's like, oh, so basically, you're secure with your native heritage. You're not secure with your black or your white heritage because that seems to be the bigger issue. And I come to the conclusion that she might be right because most of my racism has been from black people and from white people, and I've only had two bad native experiences, except for like two of the people coming at me on TikTok saying I'm a pretendian. So I'll keep you posted on that shit. At the end of the day, the story goes you need to get in touch with who you are. And so I know that I will never be white. Alright? And I've had to prove my blackness all my fucking life. And sometimes it's still not enough. I've never had to prove my nativeness until I was in my 30s. And then, like, when the military guy came up to me and he was half black and half native, his skin was darker than mine, but he had all the native features in the face. He said, "You need to be on your reconnecting journey." And I'm like, the fuck is that? As I never heard it before. And I had went to the hospital to get what I thought was cancerous removed off my body. And it was not cancerous, thank God, but the scar kind of came back. But anyway, and I don't think I can really show it to y'all. No, it's probably best that I don't show it to y'all. I mean, it's not at my crotch, but it's like where my thigh and my body part meet, but not my penis. Like it's higher, but I mean, we don't want to get banned on YouTube. Anyway, so he started me on my connecting journey. So I was between 42 and 43. I know my dad had been dead for quite some time. I think he started me when I was like 43. I'm not gonna swear to it. Just go with it. It's between 42 and 43. For all I know, it could have been 44. But he got to talking to me. And prior to that, I never heard of this reconnecting thing. Because I've always known since the 5th grade that I was mixed. And I've always known what it was after the 5th grade, after that ass whooping I got from trying to carve canoes out of bars of soap. And I paid for that shit with ass cheeks on fire. So I learned some stuff that day, you know. And he's like, "Yeah, man," because when he approached me, he's like, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" And I was like, "Okay," ranking officer and all. He's like, "Yeah, I gotta ask you a question." I was like, "Okay." I'm sitting here waiting for another appointment because I already got the thing scooped out, so I'm sitting beside him. It's like, "Are you native?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Are you Native American?" I was like, "I'm mixed, but there's some native there, but I couldn't tell you how much. I just know that I'm mixed. I'm part black, part native, part white." It's like, "Well, you need to start your reconnecting journey. So first you got to call the BIA and all this other stuff." The BIA gave me the runaround. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. BIA was wasting my motherfucking time. They're the ones that got me trying to go and do all these motherfucking tests. And I do need to get back up with 23andMe because I did Ancestry, and that is that. And I gotta do I gotta do the 23andMe, and then we'll figure out how much native I have and shit like that. Anyway, that being said, I am Echo Fangirl Wolf. I'm going to kick somebody's ass because I'm pretty sure y'all probably heard that. Thank you for watching. Be seeing you.